What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? Well, last time we saw Dave from CCRX 6700 YouTube channel, I was presenting him with his HO scale Pandro Jackson model that I built for him. I really enjoyed it, but he had one more little project for me. It is a Roundhouse Products 54-foot 5-bay rapid discharge hopper with the Cumberland mine insignia. I think it's car 15. But yeah, this video is basically me showing Dave how his hopper got put together. Most of you know how to do these kits. You've been doing them. They're straightforward, simple. So we're just going to show Dave exactly how his model got put together and a little tweak I put on it. So otherwise, unless somebody out there is afraid to do these kits, you'll see how simple they really are, and don't be afraid of them. Go ahead and buy one. Doesn't matter if it's this company, another company, they're all pretty much straightforward. So let's take a look. What's inside the box. Alright, so we have assembly instructions, and we have all the bits and bobs, parts and pieces. So we've got the 2 couplers, 4 wheels, 2 truck sets, 4 screws, probably the coupler assembly. You've got brake wheels and some air tanks. Now we've got the body overall. It's a nice looking coal car, US steel. Back when the coal cars were steel for the Cumberland mine, now they're aluminum. So they don't look like this anymore, but this is what they looked like back in the day. The one thing I'm seeing that I don't like right off the bat is this weight. You can see the silver portions in there. Maybe we should paint this black. So, we do have some nice detailing on the lettering. You can read this stuff. It's all printed nice and clean. It's car number 15. So yeah, let me hit this with a coat of paint, and I'll be right back. Well, before I paint it, I've noticed we got typical metal casting parts. There's all kinds of burrs, things that wouldn't look good. It's where they broke it off the sprue right here. You can see the brake. So we're just going to go ahead and file these down, clean all this up. That way it looks a little better when it's the final product. So I will go through and I will clean all this up, get it all nice and neat. I don't know if you can see all those burrs and bad spots. So let's clean this up and we'll get her painted up. Well, while the paint's drying on the frame, I think I'll just go ahead and put this brake wheel on right here. That won't take long at all. Just need a wee bit of glue, not much. Stick him right in there. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. Okay, you may see a few little bobbles in my paint, but that's going to be covered up. You won't see that, so I'm not too worried about that. We're going to go ahead and put the brake cylinder, check valve, and air tank on real quick before we put the body on. So we'll start with the air tank. And then we'll go with the brake cylinder. And now we'll do the check valve, if I don't drop it first. Yeah, that's not working out so well. Hold on, I'll be right back. Well, the check valve gave me a little bit of a problem, but that's okay. Basically, I got it put on, and I went ahead and assembled the body to the frame. That way you didn't have to painfully sit through that. But you can see how the black color looks a lot better than that silver metal, because that's not how it's coming from the factory anyway. So we'll go ahead and assemble the trucks and the couplers. That way we can get this model on the road. So I'll be right back. So I started with the first coupler. That way you don't got to sit through both of them. It's very simple. Put it down in its little slot. Make sure it's not upside down. Just gets a small plate, a small screw. Now, since it's a metal body, these are self-tapping screws to go into the metal frame. That way you don't gotta pre-do any of that stuff. Of course, these tiny little screws, once you get them started, it goes fairly simple. Don't want to over tighten them. Once you get down so far, the plate will start tightening up. You can readjust it. There you go. Now we'll start on truck assemblies. Trucks are pretty straightforward. Just get the wheels put in. Most of you guys have assembled these. I'm just doing it because that way Dave gets to see how it was done, what I did. So it's more or less for Dave's benefit. That way he can see how his model was put together. Don't want to over tighten the trucks. You don't want them wobbling, but you also don't want them so tight that they'll not turn. If this ever does go on the track, then it won't bind up on the turns. I got a runaway wheel. Get back here. Yeah, these kits are pretty nice, pretty straightforward. You just got how much ever love you want to put into them. This is going to be a static display, so we're not weathering it, we're not graffitiing it, we're not doing anything but assembling it. So Dave can put it on his shelf. He has a #1 engine. And he's now got the tamper that I'm building. So that's too tight. So now I have kind of a complete set on his shelf. His tamper, his engine, and now the U.S. Steel Cumberland mine coal car. Well, there you have it. The finished product. 54-foot 5-bay rapid discharge hopper from the Cumberland mine from U.S. Steel days. It was a Roundhouse Productions kit. So yeah, I didn't show you every last little detail of it, but a lot of people do not buy kits because they don't think they can put them together. You can see they're fairly simple. Some kits, different companies, have a little more parts and pieces to them. But at this point, you can see it's pretty decent. So if you've been avoiding them, go ahead and get one. There's many out there that great quality and look better than the ones already put together. And from this point, you can weather it, change the wheels to metal. You can do anything you want with them. But I definitely wanted to do this video to show Dave how his hopper got put together. And now he can sit this on his shelf with his tamper. And he also has the #1 engine from the Cumberland mine. So now he has all three things he can display on his shelf. Hope you guys like this quick little video. I mean, a lot of you know how to do these. I've done many of these. Like I said, I only did this for Dave's benefit, plus other people who didn't think or or know about what the kit was about. All right, everybody, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Pappy out.